Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I'm just laughing a little bit, but we're gonna go up to the heavyweight, y'all. We're kind of staying up there, but we ain't gonna talk about the circus. We're gonna talk something a little bit similar. But we're gonna talk, challengers. Could be mandatory challengers to the title. This is important. And one of them, very colorful Englishman, Dillian Whyte, claimed to fame, beat Chisora, beat Linnaeus, close fight, and just took out Lucas Brown, who was undefeated. Took him out in style. So he's into himself right now. He's believing. When he lost to Anthony Joshua, you guys got to remember, we knew his left shoulder was out, basically. So he was the one hand bandit at that time, right? So, and had a good account of himself against Anthony Joshua. Hasn't lost since. Been in some close fight. That Chisora fight was like a fight of the year type of fight, and he could readdress that, but he's got other fish to fry right now. So he's slated to fight Kubrat Pulev for that IBF mandatory slot. Meaning the winner of that fight would fight Anthony Joshua. Basically could. But he would be the mandatory, which would mean within a year he would be able to fight Anthony Joshua, and officially. So it's an important fight. But Dillian Whyte is questioning the courage of Kubrat Pulev. He says that he always gets in these mandatory positions, and then the fights just don't happen. May have a point there. Kubrat Pulev is only lost once himself. That was to Vladimir Klitschko. When Vladimir Klitschko was Vladimir Klitschko. Kubrat Pulev believes in himself. It seems when he gets in that ring, got one of the best jabs in the business. Don't get it twisted. Fights predominantly in Germany or Bulgaria. I think he had one fight in Copenhagen. But other than that, he's gonna fight at home. So I don't know if he's gonna go to England and how that's gonna work out. But when you're a mandatory position, I think you guys should make this fight happen. It would be a great, great fight. But Dillian Whyte don't think it's gonna happen. Dillian Whyte said, I think he thought I was gonna say I'm gonna fight Louis the real King Kong Ortiz. That's a story, by the way. We might even get to that. Instead of fighting him, right? And he was thinking the next man up would be Dimitrenko. So your boy Kubrat Pulev can fight Dimitrenko instead of Dillian Whyte, hoping Dillian Whyte fights Louis the real King Kong Ortiz. But he said, not. Nope. I want to fight you for that IBF mandatory slot. So let's see how that negotiation goes. He thinks that Kubrat Pulev and his promoter, Kyle Sauerland, are dragging their feet because they probably don't want it. Didn't think he was going to take that fight. Like I said, it'll be a good one. But I think IBF going to have to force somebody to fight. If not, then the next man up. Then there goes your mandatory challenger position. Something got to happen, right? And, Dillian Whyte said something that is very, a boxer of his stature in the business. He can say that. We over here talking, we can't say stuff like this, but he can. He says he hates the heavyweight division. It's full of cowards. Too many cowards. Now that's what Dillian Whyte says. So ain't who you gotta be a bad dude to run up on him talking about, well, we ain't no coward. Go do it. So we can be reading about you in the hospital. Dillian Whyte mean it. So everybody, like I've said many occasions, but everybody has that person that they know that'd be hard to beat. Every heavyweight knows. I can beat most of these guys, but just one dude. Most of the time when they get older and they start talking about it, you see them on programs, they talk about other guys that they didn't really want to fight. And it seems like that's going on. Kubrat Pulev has pulled out a lot of fights. Things haven't happened. His best win, I don't know what Kubrat Pulev's best win would be. Probably would be Dimitrenko. Right? But now people are calling Dimitrenko a bum because Joseph Parker beat him. They didn't want to give him the props for beating Dimitrenko, but everybody's not beating him. He's the next man up now. Maybe his win against Tony Thompson, or I don't know. It's a win or two over there. Kubrat Pulev. You got Ustinov when he was undefeated, and Dimitrenko only had one loss. Those kind of wins Kubrat Pulev had. The guy with Kevin Johnson and stuff like that. These guys are old. Tony Thompson was older. So Kubrat Pulev does need a big name on his resume. He doesn't have one, and he's getting older. But if he doesn't fight, then get out the way, let somebody else be the IBF mandatory. Dillian Whyte wants it. Now, but Dillian Whyte, when calling people cowards, I'm pretty sure Louis the real King Kong Ortiz would be looking at you like, well, what's up with you? Because you could fight Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz, and you had a promise from Deontay Wilder that you can get him next. And Deontay Wilder gonna be looking for stuff to do in a minute, right? Because they ain't getting the Joshua fight. So think about Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte fight. The winner of that fight is a bad dude again, making that fight with Wilder a little bit more juicy. So that can happen because Joshua gonna be fighting. He calling me up already, and a couple of my boys that got calls. He about to fight anybody because he can get paid in England for doing so. So that's what's gonna happen there. So Dillian Whyte, I would rather him fight Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz just for the magnitude of the fight, right? I think the winner of him and Kubrat Pulev won't be considered so awesome as the winner between him and Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. But whatever, somebody getting a mandatory position, Dillian Whyte getting it, or Kubrat Pulev, or Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz wouldn't be bad for boxing because these dudes are bad dudes too, and our two undefeated heavyweights can't seem to fight. So this is news as far as I'm concerned. Are there too many cowards in the heavyweight division? Maybe Dillian Whyte is on to something. Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.